Pros and cons of living within an HOA. You definitely need to know when you are purchasing a home. Hit the subscribe button for more relatable real estate content and local content. My name is Claudia Nelson. I'm a local Woodbridge and Northern Virginia real estate agent. So today I want to talk about pros and cons of HOA, Homeowners Association. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Be sure to stay until the end of the video as I'm going to bring you some great non-HOA communities within Woodbridge, Virginia. In all of my years in real estate, I have seen it all. Let's get into it. I am going to start with the pros. Well, let's start first with what is a homeowners association. Homeowner associations are formed to manage the area where certain homes are in, and they're really here to maintain the neighborhood, maintain the value of those homes, and guide everything that's happening within that particular area and association. Now, most new homes you cannot get around. They do have homeowners associations. It's very hard these days to finding brand new homes without homeowners association. Unless those are huge homes on acreage, they might not have an association. So let's start about the pros. They are maintaining the value of the neighborhood. They are making sure that your neighbor, that everyone within the association keeps within the rules and regulations of the association. So for example, you have a neighbor and they have a gazillion cars, they have junk cars, and they just keep them in the yard. That normally does not help the neighborhood home values. If you do have an association, they will make sure the neighbors are not allowed to do that. Homeowners association have rules and restrictions that normally are being established once a community is being built. However, as a homeowner that lives in a community, you always have input. Although your input is not always as heavy, but you can be heavily involved within the HOA. You can become HOA president, you can become HOA board member, and really try to make your voice count within the association. So again, the pro of an association, they'll maintain home values, they'll maintain a clean look of an association. They make sure everything is nice and neat within the association. With that being said, that also goes to the bad when it comes to association. There are rules that you have to follow, and you might not be happy to follow rules of an association. For example, most associations tell you you cannot park a work truck within the driveway. If you happen to be someone that has a work truck and you want to park it in the driveway, most associations will not approve that. They do regulate what kind of color you can paint your house. So if you want to have a Hello Kitty house, that's not happening within an association. And there's other rules, like you want to display a certain flag, might be against the association. You might want to work on your car in the driveway, or if you live in a townhouse, you might want to work on your car. Might not be allowed within your association. So be sure before you purchase, you always read through the rules and regulation of your HOA. They are what they are, but you can double check to see if those rules work for you or if you can absolutely not work within those rules. If there's something that's very important for you, talk to your real estate agent and you guys can make sure, possibly before putting a contract, but then also once you receive the association documents. In Northern Virginia, you do have 3 days to reviewing the documents. If you cannot live with those documents, you can void the contract. There's also some ugly things when it comes to the association. Associations can foreclose on your property if you do not pay your association dues. If you're in a fight with the association, it becomes very hard to fighting an association And there have been plenty of horror stories about homeowners trying to take on an association, whether that's good or bad. But it's very tough to taking on a homeowners association. I was telling you earlier, I am going to talk to you about some neighborhoods in Woodbridge that do not have associations. But before that, I want to ask you, what are some of your good stories about HOAs? And then tell me some of your not so good stories. What experience have you had with associations? Would you like to purchase a home in an association? Or is it an absolute no-no? You do not ever want to be in an association. Talking about homes with no association in Woodbridge, Virginia, I personally happen to live in Dale City. Most of Dale City, all the single family homes have no HOA. So Dale City is very popular when it comes to not having HOAs. And yes, you could have a bad neighbor that could really impact your home value. But honestly, I've been very lucky and I do have excellent neighbors. My neighborhood looks beautiful. But yes, that is a neighborhood within Woodbridge, Virginia that has no HOA. There are more neighborhoods, but this is by far the biggest. And then a neighborhood that has great HOA, Lake Ridge. They are great HOA. They're on top of things. They do have decorating contents. They maintain the association. Yes, it can be a little bit painful if you get notices, but again, they maintain the neighborhood. They maintain everything. If you have any questions about the Northern Virginia area's associations, anything real estate related, reach out to me. I am happy to be here for you, happy to help you. Contemplating purchasing a home in an association or not an association, reach out to me. I am happy to help. Hope this video was helpful for you and hope you can make a decision if you want to be in an HOA or not. Take care.